Good morning, dear children. How are you all? Fine? Very good. Today we are going to see SST block number 19, role of advertisement. Last time we have seen media and democracy. Now today we'll see the role of advertisements. In this chapter, we are going to learn about purpose of advertisement, branding and advertising, impact on lifestyle and social values, advertising and equality. These are the subtopics which we are going to see under this. Children, you must have seen lot of advertisement in the newspaper, on TV, social media. So what do you feel? Is it important in your life, or what is the role of that advertisement, and what is the impact of that advertisement on your lifestyle and your social values? Does advertising have equality? Let's see all this thing in this topic. Aslam and his sister Salma were watching the cricket match on television with great interest. However, after every few minutes, there would be a break. They would have to watch advertisement instead. The children asked their mother why the channel was showing so many advertisements in between the match. Mother told them that television channels are paid a lot of money by big companies to run these advertisements so that people can learn about the different products made by these companies and buy them. So this is all the purpose of advertisement. We cannot say all the purpose. This is one of the purpose of the companies for popularizing their product. In between any match or your interesting serial or your interesting movie on television, you can see many ads, many advertisements. Why these advertisements are there? Because they pay lot of money to these channels to telecast or to broadcast their advertisement. So people can see, much more people can see. There is a popular serial or a popular cricket match going on or any movie, the advertisement increases because they know that most of the people right now are watching this movie or serial or match. So to popularize their product, and it's the right chance to show their product to number of people. So this is the logic behind advertisement during match or serial or a movie. What is the purpose of this advertisement? Why these brands are being popularized or shown or advertised? Advertisements are made to sell something. They could be made from a product such as butter, watches, shoes, or clothes, or for a service such as that of hotel. Now, these advertising, why they show to popularize this product, products, and why to do it, so people can understand and learn about these different products of the company. So they'll come to know about these products, and in the market, when they go in the market, ask for such products. So ultimately, the sale of their product will increase. Not only for products what we shop or what we purchase in the market, but also there are some advertisement regarding the services like hotels, airways, or different other tuition classes are there, and many more. So people can get attract towards this product also. They can hire or buy or join such services. Advertising is a way to get people to want to buy something or use a service. It gives information about the product which helps people to decide and choose what to buy or what to use. All advertisement highlight the special feature of a product to persuade consumers to buy them. Here, persuade consumer means to get someone to do something through reasoning or argument. And through the argument or reasoning, they let or they show the product and it helps to buy consumer this brands, these products. Companies that make these products earn money when consumer buy their product. Therefore, the purpose of advertisement is to make people aware of the product, give them all information about the product to make sure that they start preferring it to other similar product. And finally, be convinced to buy it. Similar, there are so many similar products, but an advertisement is a medium to convince the people to buy these products, to compare their products, how these products are good or better than the other, and convince them to purchase this product or buy these products. Advertisement appear on television, newspaper, magazines, on the internet, or hoardings. Figure 1, you can see the hoardings. You must have seen lot of hoardings. Hoardings, that means the banners or the flags which are placed on the public place. Huge big banners and the boards. In movie theater, in movie theaters and can also be heard on the radio. Sometimes even the bodies of vehicle have advertisement, not only on the hoardings but also in the movie theaters, or you can see them on the public places and hear it on radio. Sometimes even the vehicles, the big vehicles or a car or whatever, the advertisement boards are placed or the body is made in such a time. You must have seen the vehicles of the companies, cold drinks, either Thumbs Up or Thunder or any wafers packet. Those vehicles are designed or the bodies are painted with these ads. Full body is painted. So the vehicle looks different. People gets attracted toward that color or that design or that ad, and it's clearly visible in crowd. In figure 2 you can see advertisers run these advertisements on different type of mass media because they help in communicating with a large number of people who get to know about these products. And there are various agencies, advertisers who runs this advertisement on mass media, where at the same time they can reach to various or number of peoples, large number of people, and their advertise is popularized. Big companies pay to media a lot of money to run their advertisement. On television, if you see the advertisements which are shown, the money which is paid for these advertisements are charged per seconds. So you can see 1 minute ad or 30 seconds ad or 40 seconds ad or 2 minutes ad. The money or their rate changes accordingly because it is charged according to the seconds they used. What is branding and advertising? How many different type of advertisement of mobile phones do we come across today in this digital world? you can see a lot of mobile advertisements and new. Every now and then, the new mobile is launched with the new features, new colors, new bodies, new companies. So you can see lot of mobile advertisements. How many different type of biscuits do we see in the market? Some biscuits may be sweet, other may be salty. Some may have a round shape, other may be square. These biscuits are not known as sweet biscuit or salty biscuit, round biscuit or square biscuit in the market. So how do we differentiate one from the other? Now, if you see a mobile phone or a biscuit in various shapes, you don't ask want a square or sweet or salty or round one with the shape. We don't recognize with the shape, but we recognize them as each of them has a special name. You recognize with the special name and you ask a shopkeeper with that particular name. Advertisers use an unique name or a symbol to make one product different from the other. This is also a skill, a branding skill, that every product's shape, size, color, symbol are different and it tries to make it unique from the other. So people can get attracted easily to this product. This also help consumer to associate the product with that unique name. This special name or symbol that is given to a product is called brand, and the special name or the logo which is given called as brand. You must have seen various brands. If you consider any one product, for example, in figure 3, if you consider a butter, there are various companies, but some of the companies are branded and you recognize these product with their unique brand name. See, if you compare the Amul or Mother Dairy or any other local brand which you have at your place, their shape, size, color, taste, it differs from one another. And every now and then these advertisers try to make a creative idea so it can be easily recognized and made unique from the similar product than it. When a product is advertised, we get to see the brand again and again so that it stays in our mind. Now, this advertisement on TV, for example, on TV, if you see the same advertisement, the same product is being advertised again and again. So it could stay in our mind and we could get attract towards that product. We then associate the product with the brand. To understand how the product gets the brand name, we need to know how advertisements are made. Understand these brands. What we need to know? We need to know how these advertisements are made, how these creative ideas they make and make it unique or attractive. So for this, we need to see how they make the advertisement. When a company decides to introduce a new product in the market, it becomes important to make people aware of the product. The company then approaches an advertising agency that makes advertisement. This company gives the details about their product to the agency and who they think their product is meant for. Now, when the company reaches to the advertising agency, they have to give the detail of this product. Now, when they give detail of this product, these agencies collect all the information such as what is that product, what are the specialties, and for whom it is meant. Either it is for a woman, man, boy, girl, or for the whole family, and what use it is. What they are going to use. Is it a family use? It is a personal use? It is a social use? So all this information is gathered. The agency then will then reach to find the target audience or those who would be interested in that product. Now, the agency research on this product. Who is the target audience? If it is a chocolate, target audience may be children. So now they have research for children which type of advertisement should be made, what should be the content, how it should be attractive, and how the children can get attracted towards this product. By conducting surveys and having group discussion with different people across the cities and towns. This is done by the discussions, debate, and having discussion with different people across the cities and towns. Once they find the target audience, they think of a brand name which could which would attract the target audience and make the advertisement using interesting slogan, jingles, and pictures. Then, after a survey, they reach a target. What should be the name of this product? And how can we make the advertise interesting using slogans, pictures, the jingles, logos? Through the slogan, jingles, and pictures, advertisements convey a message about the product to the people. This is a means to convince the people to reach to the people and convey them this message and convince them to purchase this product. Once the advertisement is made, it is released in the market to different form of mass. And when this advertise is completely made, this is released in a market. Released in a market means now this is shown in the market. This is distributed in the market through different form of mass media. For example, if a company wants to advertise a milk product for children, now if a company wants to advertise a milk product for children, the picture, slogan, and the jingles will be made to attract the parents of those children or the children themselves. In figure, you can see children love Pilsen butter. Now, here in these two pictures, figure 3 and figure 4, you can see same ad is the same product is there. This is Amul butter, the brand is different. And the next is Pilsen butter, the same product, but its look different from the other. Here Amul butter is the brand, here Pilsen's butter is the brand. It has different color, different shape. The advertise is made in a different way. Pictures are used in a different way. The colors, logos, all different from each other. There are many ways in which advertisers try to convince people about the product. Sometimes they make certain claims stating how using a product will help. Every ad shows their uniqueness by showing how their product is better from the other and how it is useful, how it is more useful and more helpful than the same product available in market. For example, an advertisement of a particular soap may tell us how using the soap will make our skin smooth. Sometimes big companies use celebrities such as famous sportsmen or a film actor to promote the product. Now, today if you have your favorite sportsman or a film actor or any famous personality, some companies use these unique personalities for the branding or for advertising their brand. People easily gets attracted towards this. Is one of the branding source, advertising source of using the famous personality. Celebrities are popular with people, so we tend to believe what they are saying. Therefore, if a famous sportsman claims that having a particular health drink makes us strong, we may believe him and start using that product. At times, advertisements use funny jingles and slogans to catch our attention and make the product memorable. All slogans and jingles are meant to excite us, make us curious or happy about using a product. Sometimes the slogans or the jingles are in such a funny way that we easily get attracted towards that product. It stays in our mind. Sometimes a famous sportsman or a film actor who is presenting this brand, we easily trust them because they are our icon, they are our favorites. So we trust it what they are saying and try to use this product. For example, you must have seen Boost. Nowadays, Virat Kohli is coming. One boy is practicing bowling and he wants to take a wicket of Virat. And suddenly Virat Kohli comes over there and they starts the practice. At last they show that the particular drink easily our children's or the people who are fan of this celebrity gets attract toward that health. Let's see impact on lifestyle and social values. Advertisements have become an important part of our lives. As consumers, we see these advertisements and make choices about which product to use. The companies that advertises their products want, want us to understand things from their point of view. However, as consumer, we need to know how to understand what these slogans and jingles are conveying to us. For example, advertisement of a soft drink might say that unless we drink the soft drink, we cannot quench our thirst. In figure 5, you can see there is an ad of an energy drink. Now, what these advertisements are saying, what these companies or advertises their product and what they are trying to convey the message. They usually do it or they usually makes the consumer to think in their way. But it's necessary for us to think and understand what they are trying to convey and how should we take this product as. Some of these drinks they say that you cannot quench your thirst. That is, you cannot satisfy your thirst without this drink. Do you think It is giving us the right message. Can't we drink water if we are thirsty? So this is a part of thinking. Can this particular drink only satisfy a thirst, not water or any other? So this is the part where we should think. Is that message proper? Are they conveying the message is right, or is there any other source? Similarly, many advertisements carry messages which may not be completely true. An advertisement might convey to us that we can have a bar of chocolate instead of a glass of milk, or replace a healthy home cooked meal with a packet of ready to eat noodles. A bar of chocolate may not have the essential nutrients found in milk. Likewise, packaged food contains preservatives and is likely to be less nutritious as compared to home cooked food. Children, especially, may get influenced by such advertisements and may adopt unhealthy eating habits as a result. Here, simple example I would like to give you. If the advertisement says a chocolate bar is healthy than a glass of milk, or a particular packed food is healthy than the home cooked food, is it right? Can a chocolate bar replace a glass of milk? Is it true? Are the nutrients or the vitamins, minerals, calcium, all the nutrients available in the milk are really in the chocolate bar, or the packet of noodle which is said that this is healthy, really healthy than home cooked food? No. Home cooked food is always prepared by a mother or at home with the best quality ingredients which you see in front of your eyes. Also, it is fresh. So, all the nutrients are present over there and they are fresh. But this packed food contains preservatives. There are so many chemicals used in these food products. And we don't know when it is packed, when it is sold in the market, how old it is. So, is it new that product? Is it nutritious? Is it healthy for us? Do we eat 8 or 10 days before the food prepared before 8 to 10 days? Then why we are eating such packed food which are packed a month or two or before? Sometimes there are expiry dates on this product, and we are attracted so much that we neglect to see either it is expired or no. So 100% such products may be unhealthy for us. And people or these childrens easily get influenced and attracted towards such products because their packing is attractive. The ad which are made attractive, or sometimes even they give free gifts on that, maybe a sticker or a toy, small toy, or various other means to attract the children by giving a storybook or redeem a code, you'll get a laptop or you'll get a watch or you'll get a car. Such attractive fundas are carried out by these companies to attract children. Sometimes advertisement tell us that women should use fairness creams to look beautiful. This indirectly tells us that dark skinned women are less attractive than women with lighter colored skin. Therefore, they should make their skin lighter by using such creams. As consumer, we need to we need to carefully understand the message of an advertisement so that we make the right decision and are not misled by the advertisement. Simply, I would like to tell here they are showing inequality. Dark skinned women are not good or are not beautiful. Or the light toned skin or the light color skinned woman are more beautiful. And to be like this or to be a light color skin, you should use such or you should use this particular cream. Now, here it's our chance, our turn to think whether it is true, whether the cream is really working that, whether it is safe, or either we are misleaded by such messages. So before purchasing any product, we should be very, very careful. There is another kind of advertisement called a social advertisement, which carries messages that can benefit society. For example, the advertisement of Saving Tiger. Figure 6 you can see. These are the ads which carries a message that benefits society. Saving Tiger in figure 6 you can see aims to make people aware about the need to protect the tiger before it becomes extinct. You should save the tiger before it gets vanished. Extinct means it gets finished. We have to save the tiger or this species will finish in the world. Similarly, advertisements on Pulse Polio had a powerful slogan that led parents to vaccinate their children against polio. Many advertisements raise awareness to protect the environment, save the girl child, or even vote during elections. Such kind of advertisements are just for our social, protecting our social values and making awareness of such social rights, such as Save Tigers, Pulse Polio, Save Girls, Save Trees, Vote, which is your right. Everyone should go and vote. These are the advertisements, or these advertisements are just to raise awareness. So, this is not selling a product or branding something, but this is just to create an awareness among the people. Whatever. Up till now, you have seen impact on social life and values, purpose of advertisement, and role of advertisement. Now, let's see advertising and equality, which is really very important factor. Does this advertising have equality or what is the effect? It costs a lot of money to market to make an advertisement and run it on mass media. Therefore, only big companies that have the money can advertise their products. People who own small businesses do not have the money to make an advertisement or pay the media to advertise their product. They usually sell their product in weekly markets or neighborhood shops. Most of these are unpackaged, loose, unbranded products such as spices, pulses, homemade pickles, and jams. In figure 7, you can see these local brands or the products which are locally available by the small businessmen. Most of these, sorry, consumers who are influenced by advertisement tends to believe that branded products are better in quality than non-branded products. In figure 8, you can see a shopping mall. It's a or a big showroom, a big shop. And people who believes this branded or these advertisements believe that the branded products are best rather than the products which are homemade or local or non-branded products. Those who can afford branded products prefer to buy them instead of non-branded products. As a result, those who sell non-branded products are unable to earn enough money. Since branded products are usually more expensive than unpackaged loose or unbranded products. Not everyone can afford to buy them. And due to this, the unbranded products, they are not so expensive, and branded products are expensive than the unpackaged loose or non-branded products. Since advertisements usually appeal to the emotions of people through their catchy slogans, those who are unable to afford these products often feel felt out. For example, an advertisement for a particular brand of baby oil might carry the message that a mother can show her love and care for her child only if she uses the baby oil. Such an advertisement is leaving out those mothers who may not be able to afford this baby oil. As a result, those who are unable to buy that particular brand of baby oil for their child might start thinking that they are perhaps not taking enough care of the child. Thus, advertisement creates a division between those who can afford branded products and those who cannot. However, since advertisement can reach out to a large number of people, they not only make us aware as consumer but also help us decide what we should or should not buy. So, indirectly, equality is also advertised by this advertising or branding products, or role of advertisement can bring an equality. Now here we have seen a small example. There is a ad for baby oil and it shows the slogan that the one who buys or uses this oil for their baby, that mother cares a lot to her child. Does it mean that the mother who cannot afford that particular brand of baby oil does not care for her children, does not show her love, or does not love her children? Only the thing is, she is not able to afford as it is costly. And she might be thinking that do I really love my children or I'm unaffordable, I can't afford this baby oil, this particular brand, this particular product. And this may cause inequality in her and demotivate her. So this is also very wrong. Anyway, brand branded products are only costly due to the cost of their packaging, their advertising, and their branding. Whereas if we choose wisely the local or unpacked products are also good. So this is all about the role of advertisement, how it plays an important role in our life. So before purchasing any product or believing any ad, be sure that whatever you are going to purchase, either it is branded or non-branded, be careful with your choice and try to see or to evaluate the product, whether is it useful or brand or non-brand products, whichever is suitable for you. So let's meet on the next online session regarding the doubts and difficulties of this blog. Soon I will send a PDF related to this lesson. Kindly complete it on time. Soon we are going to start with the physical school. So during that time, I will check your books. So be ready and keep your books ready. Okay. Bye bye. Have a nice day. Thank you.